everyone, and welcome to a new and a bigger episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting. Yeah, Natalie stumbled on my words there. Obviously it's been a bit of a while. Yes, I've had to take a bit of a breather. Do you know what I mean? Everything that's happening got a bit on top of man, so I had to take a little bit of time out just to relax the mind and get myself back in a condition where I felt I was ready to come and express my thoughts and feelings about a lot of things, especially contents and stuff like that. I'm always going to say this, and I'm going to say this just for the pure fact that this needs to be said. Black Lives Matter. If people are not down with that, you know what to do. Press X, take yourself out of there. Don't mind about that. Anyways, let's get on to what we're all here for, which is Lincoln Ting, which is back again. So let's get straight into it. Emma, she says, I geek out on Grey's Anatomy. Now, I've not really seen Grey's Anatomy, so I'm not really sure about that. But maybe want to check that out. I heard it's like quite a doctor and nurses sort of episode. Seems like something I could be interested in. Used to watch a bit of Holby City, I'm not going to go too much into that because I know people will be like, I don't really care about Holby City. What are you talking about Holby City for? This is about Lincoln Ting, not talking about some Holby City nonsense. But anyways, let's move forward to more what she's saying. She's 28, she's 5'1", she's a nurse. The NHS, big up to her and the NHS for doing a great job for all of us. She says, we'll get along if you appreciate the simple things in life. I do. I like all the simple stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's nice, it's great, it's fun. Just to keep it nice, simple, low key. Do you know what I mean? With this weather outside that's really hot as well, makes you want to stay indoors. But with obviously stuff that's quite kind of getting relaxed right now, you could start to move around a little bit. But when the weather kind of dies down a little bit, obviously certain things, which I'm saying, which are my deep interest, football, I'm gonna put myself out there a little bit more than usual, especially under this ray of sunshine heat, which is mad. But anyways, let's get more on what she's saying. The hallmark of a good relationship is trust, good communication, making each other laugh, and always being there for the other person. I probably agree with that. Trust, good communication, yes. Making each other laugh, that's always kind of a good thing. Especially when someone's down, you'd want to make that person laugh. Do you know what I mean? That's the nice thing about the whole situation. When you have someone who's there for you, and they're giving you their time, their trust, their energy, their love, their fun, you know what I mean? That's what you want, you know what I mean? And also to trust that person. You don't want that person going around the block, moving to any person, and then you're finding out about it later on that she was with that man, or he was with that man, that person, 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 and that person. Nah, that person's just not right for you, because that person is just on a Lincoln basis. And this, I know this show's called Lincoln Ting, but there's a difference here. This is linking to try and find me someone to say, okay, that's all, don't need to do this show anymore. So that's the process of this show. It's not generally to put myself out there as a Mac Daddy. Do you know what I mean? Mac Daddying is not what I'm deeply involved in. Big up to all the Mac Daddies out there and the players, that, you know what I mean? Cool for you. Do you know what I mean? Keep doing your thing. Player, holla, holla. Do you know what I mean? As Joel said, it's murder. Oh, do you know, all of that. But anyways, let's get on to more what she's saying. Well, she's not saying anything much, but, apart from all that, Emma seems like a cool girl, but unfortunately, she doesn't have that je ne sais quoi for me. So it's going to be a no. And that's back again, the je ne sais quoi. So it's going to be a no for me. Let's move on to the next person. Amy. Amy looks quite weird in the picture. She's covered in paint. I think it's one of them paint things, paint parties that people go to. I've never been to one of them. That sounds quite cool. I would love to go there and, have a bit of fun and throw some paint at people and, see some people covered in paint. Imagine seeing a girl, some, big fitties going on and she's looking all tight and tender and all that. But anyways, that's just all in my dreams. But anyways, let's move on to what Amy said. Her most irrational fare, starving to death on the few days of the year the shops are closed. Well, I think you've got nothing much to worry about here, because obviously we got corner shops that are open, so if you're actually 45, anyways, no, just stop all that. But yeah, so yeah, starving to death. I mean, it's not nice, obviously, if you are starving to death, it's mad if obviously this pandemic had to close all of the shops and stuff like that. Thank goodness obviously certain corner shops and places like that are still open, so we can still go out and get groceries and stuff like that. Big up to all them people as well. They're the unsung heroes as well, don't forget that. The people whose shops are open and stuff, without them, boy, this would be literally some Walking Dead series sort of shit. Do you know what I mean? You have to go there, bring out your gat and all that, and try and use that on people. You don't want to bring out a gat. And if you don't know what gat is, gat means gun. But I know people around there are not crazy as some other people are. So, but you'll probably bring a baseball bat or something mad. But anyways, let's move forward. It's getting all lost in the fantasy. You know, let me be a fantasy, yeah, ding, 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 ding. That old school tune, big tune. But anyways, let's move forward. She's 30, she's 5'2", she's originally from Auckland, New Zealand. But anyways, let's get on to more what she's saying. Unusual skills. She can make my stomach rumble on command and bend my fingers in weird ways. I mean, I have that skill too of bending my, making my stomach rumble, but that's usually telling me when I'm hungry, I need a big meal. Do you know what I mean? So obviously that usually does that on many occasions that I don't even ask it to do. So big up to the belly, you know what I mean? Yes, we'll get some food inside you very soon. But anyways, let's go to more of what she's saying. Bend their fingers in weird ways. Wow. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you can do with that. Maybe that kind of helps with, pleasuring herself in the departments and all that. If that's what she's good at doing, then fair enough to her. Do you know what I mean? That's a good trick. Then you probably wouldn't need a man who's got a stick. So, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's go forward. She's overly competitive about foosball. I mean, we can have a game or two. I'm not great at foosball, but, I might be lay it down, have a bit of game time, see what goes down and everything like that. So, foosball's cool. Do you know what I mean? We could play on a 1-on-1, or you could bring your friend, and we could play a 2-on-2. I'll bring my friend. We let it all go down, let it all hang out, ding 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 ding. Let it all hang out, ding 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 ding. But apart from all that, let's move on to more what she's saying. Yeah, she seems like a cool girl, 5'2". Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I just don't think she has that je ne sais quoi for me. So it's going to be a no for me. Let's move forward now to Jen. Immediately when I'm looking at Jen, I'm not really feeling Jen. But let's get on to more what she's saying. I'll fall for you if you love dogs. Bonus points if you're also a Potterhead. I don't know, Harry Potter, you smoking that Potter stuff. I don't know if she means that, but okay. Loving dogs, well, I'm not really too fond of them. It depends. Certain type of breeds I could be okay with. Certain types obviously scare the crap out of me, like them big type of dogs, bro. I don't want them big type of dogs around me, because them ones get me all shook and acting all mad and stuff like that. I don't want them big type of dogs around me. Potterhead, listen, people say, they don't smoke the reefer and all this, but, everybody's had a bit of time to try something on in a while. I mean, I'm not going to say I wouldn't mind that occasionally. That's not me putting it out there so people can lock me off YouTube. Occasionally, if it all goes down, it all goes down, innit? So if we're somewhere in Amsterdam, then let's make it happen. Cool. Anyways, she's 30, she's 5'6", she's a social worker. So the key to her heart, laughter and living in the moment. Okay, she says we're the same type of weird if long menus stress you out, aka the Cheesecake Factory. I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory. That sounds dope. I mean, definitely would have to look into that Cheesecake Factory. Thank you for that one. I've got that on the recommendation. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not alone. So, I'm not alone. So, that's why you heard that noise in the background. But yeah, apart from all that, I'm not really feeling Jen, as I said before, so it's going to be a no for me. And we'll call it time, obviously, in this episode of Lincoln Ting, and just obviously a few more things to mention before we turn this off, I guess. The podcast, Lincoln Ting. So I'm looking, obviously, to start that, which is good news for some people. You're going to hear more of me talk about relationships and all that yada business in terms of, maybe agony aunt stuff or uncle. I'm not really one, so I can't call myself aunt. But yeah, all that stuff will probably be happening where we go deep into relationships and all of that. Still with the link and ting process, you know what I mean? So it'll be link and ting, the pod it will be called. So that's what will be happening. We'll try to obviously make it happen at least once a week, hopefully during the midweek. Not sure what period of time of week yet, but we'll let you guys know on more information. Obviously, if you follow on the socials and stuff, it should be below. All that should be below. So if you follow on the socials, you should know, and it will get you up to date on what's going on. So yeah, and that's all I think. Yeah, but yeah, the pod should be coming very soon. Should hopefully be featuring some guests. So not really in talks just yet, but that's potentially in the works. Still potentially talking to my man Jay Dizzle, which is aka Bloomer. Big up to yourself. Big up also to Cinema Seebs, who's gonna also be the edit man when we do get our show on the road. So we're talking about something happening as well. So that's going to be our own separate pod as well. And also the Clairpoint podcast should be back very soon as well. So look out for that one, soundcloud.com, you know, all of that. So the link should be below on that one too. But anyways, let me start waffling on, so people are you're talking too much nonsense. It's some valuable nonsense, so don't. Anyways, whatever. But cool. We're all done here, so thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode. So you know what we usually do here. Link out. Link out. Oh, link out.